Zach had a fantastic question here. How do I keep my machines on 23H2 until I'm ready to release to the rings? Do I create a 23H2 feature update and target 23H2 machines, then exclude those ready to move? The max we can defer is 365 days.
There is a policy that allows you to define or basically hard code a target release. Forgot what the name is, but it's one of those policies available. Do you happen to have it, Andrew?
Are you just referring to the feature update policies?
Yeah, so there is a special one for not the feature update policy into like a different policy where you specify that the target, what you accept. See if I can find it.
Okay. Yeah, because the way that I'm reading Zach's question, I think, is exactly how I would typically do it, is through a feature update policy like this. So I have a feature update policy that is targeting 23H2, including a group called Windows 11 23H2 upgrade. But if I had devices that were in the 23H2 upgrade group at one point and removed them and put them in, say, a 24H2 upgrade group, I would exclude it from this policy. And then have a second feature update policy that's targeting the 24H2 upgrade group and the 24H2 upgrade. I think, is that about what you were thinking, Zach? Because I think in theory, with this one, then, Johan, if you have this assigned to your devices, your deferral isn't necessarily going to matter because 24H2 or 25H2 is never going to be offered to the devices that have this policy. Yeah, Zach, if you wanted to test this, I think you could probably exclude a couple of devices, test devices or something like that, from your standard rings and reduce that deferral down on those devices, just so you can see what this would look like, or at least prove out that this feature update policy would operate that way. But that's exactly how I would run with it.
What's the target release version I was thinking of? It's a CSP. I wonder if the feature update ring would actually set that one. That one, I wonder if that one can still be applicable for that. Heck,
Yeah.
test and let us know.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I am curious. I'm definitely now curious if the same thing happens, like you just said. Will this feature update policy ultimately set the same registry key on the client? That I do not know.
We have homework.
Yes. Yes, we do. So I think these are I think these registry keys were getting tossed around quite a bit on the consumer side at one point, if I recall correctly, when Windows 11 started being offered or forced to some devices. One of those things that, Johan, I've heard you talk in the past about using, I don't know, how do you put it, like decrapifier scripts and stuff like that for maybe there's some better terms for that. But the dangers in doing that. And I think the target release version registry keys were one of those things.
Could be, but this is an official policy.
Yeah, sorry, I should clarify to say was one of those things that would potentially show up in those scripts. Not that there's anything necessarily an issue with setting it through one of these policies.
So that's all I can think of, and I saw from Zach that I will give it a go.
Okay. Yeah, so I think you're right, Johan. We've got a little bit of homework, but Zach, if you have anything additional as you get into testing here over the next couple of weeks, would love to hear about it.
Caring is caring.
That's right.